I've spent about a year and a half living in California, 3 months in Santa Cruz, and the rest in LA and Orange County. It was, in so many ways, exactly what you'd expect. Warm weather, sunset beach walks almost every day, just an insanely beautiful environment, fancy cars, finance bros, good matcha, and surfers everywhere. I've spent years talking about moving here, and these last 15 months have been so impactful. I've been challenged and inspired. I've met so many cool people who've encouraged me and made me laugh and feel at home. I drank my weight in matcha at all my favorite spots. And also moving here was fulfilling a dream and a promise to myself. That alone gave me a lot of confidence, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Well, that's all true. Moving away from what's familiar is hard, which is maybe the understatement of the century. Because I'm not really tied down, I decided to go back to Canada for a little while to reset. So as a way to commemorate my time here coming to a close, at least for now, I decided to vlog. Without further ado, here's my last month in California.
I like the weather.
Oh, really?
You do. Long story short, don't mind my white noise coming through. Long story short, I have a ticket to the Hoag Classic, so I need to go home, get ready quickly. I knew this was happening as an event and that I could get tickets and stuff, but then with leaving and moving and everything, I was like, this is not top priority for me, but I'm really excited that I get to go. I need to look at TikToks to figure out what I'm gonna wear, but I know how I'm gonna do my hair, so I'm just starting there. Okay, yeah, BRB. I don't do well in a rush. It's not my favorite. Frick. Found it. My outfit, I kept it super basic. I looked on TikTok and I was like, Hoag Classic outfits. Every single girl was wearing the same thing, which I appreciate because it's like, hey, there's a uniform. But I have like 3 different lives in the car right now with me. I have the outfit for the classic, and then I have like beach stuff, and then I have church stuff, and then I have like shopping, errands, journaling at a coffee shop outfit too. I'm gonna go jam out to Charlie XCX, and I'll check in later. The busiest I've seen Starbucks in a minute. Lucky Charm secure. Now I'm off to CDM. I queued this song up, so I did it to myself. I'm off to Corona Del Mar. I'm gonna journal a bit at the beach. Yeah, that's the plan. When I have a day like today, I'm sad to go. By some miracle, I just got parking. I ran into my friend Josh, which is so random. Yeah, by some miracle, found parking.
I have taken so long editing this video. It's been hard for me because I wanted to accurately capture what I was feeling, but I also wanted to avoid seeming too emotional or performative or just having this be cringe. When I left, emotions were so high. I felt so dejected and confused, and I couldn't put any of what I was feeling into words, though I tried. I've started 12 different sentences. I don't know where to go with them. Sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. Yeah, I'm basically... I knew only a couple things. I felt sad and lonely. I felt like that was my fault, and I felt like feeling that way was normal, and I was bound to sort of always feel that way, so I didn't believe that changing anything could really help. Everything I was feeling was no one person's fault. The friends I made and the people I met are so awesome. I adore those that I connected with, laughed with, spent time with, drank matcha with. They gave me kind words, numerous favors, and helpful advice. I so often felt seen and appreciated and had someone lighten my mood with an out-of-pocket joke.
Hello, is this Brad?
I just needed more than any one person could give. I still can't perfectly put into words what I was feeling, which honestly annoys me a little bit. I wish I could neatly tie up my emotions and reflections and then just move on. I so badly want to be able to point out exactly what wasn't working there, but I can't. It was likely a million little things. I reached a point where it just didn't feel like home anymore, and I gave up on wanting it to feel that way. Maybe I'll go back one day. I honestly have no clue. I'm still in love with that state. It's so gorgeous. There's so many cool things to do and people to meet. I have no wild future plans right now. I know I want to travel, but that's pretty much as far as my plans go.
I told my students today that I'm not staying, and it was so sad. I just love that group. Part of my job today is to go grab treats for our presidential candidates for their campaign, for this campaign week.
I turn 24 next month, which is insane to me since I'm crossing that threshold of being in my early 20s to being in my mid 20s. I thought it might make me feel more pressure to settle down, but if anything, I feel a push to just live presently and not hold back from the things that I want to do, to trust where God has led me up to this point and just roll with the punches.
I'm just afraid that if I go with you, I'm gonna end up getting a matcha.
Looking back though, I have a greater faith because I can see all the fun things God has led me to. Editing this video after some of the fog has lifted makes me really grateful. Yeah, it was really painful and challenging sometimes, but I also had so much fun and it just felt so cool to do the things I always wanted to do. Leaving was bittersweet. It doesn't feel permanent, which is nice. When I left at the end of 2024, I was really scared I'd never go back, but I ended up literally in the exact same house not even a year later. So now more than ever, I know that nothing is really permanent.
Hi vlog. I can't really talk with this on, so I don't know why I chose now to film. I gave notice at work and I've just spent the last few days packing my things, trying to get organized, go through some stuff. For so long, living by the beach and living in Southern California was my dream. It was my sole motivator for a lot of things. But I think for me now, I just have new ideas of things I want to do. And this dream was fulfilled. I just have another dream now. I don't even know what my point is. I'm having a really hard time lately expressing what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling a lot. I just don't have the words for it.
I think a big piece that was hard for me to let go of at the time was that I could change my mind about what I wanted. I've been talking about moving to California since I was like 13, so it scared me when a beach kind of just became a beach and palm trees were just palm trees, and this life that I dreamed of living, that I was actively living, still just wasn't it for me. Achieving a goal just makes you want to make new goals, and I didn't really expect that. I have absolutely no regrets. I'm so glad I spent this time in California. I know I'll always look back on this time with gratitude. Thanks so much for watching this long overdue video. I have 2 other vlogs in progress too, but I wanted to get this one out first as a concluding chapter to my little California era. That's all I've got for now. See you in the next video.
I had someone DM me recently and say, oh, I just know your California life is amazing. And that was right after I'd had like a big breakdown with my mom where I was like crying over it. And I was like, huh, interesting. Sometimes I'll film something or take a photo of something and that actually reminds me like, hey, you were feeling this way at this time. Even certain photos I have of the beach, like maybe that's a time where I went by myself because I was having a down day. I see that photo from the beach and I'm like, oh, that's the time that I went there and I was like having an off day, but someone else just sees a photo of the beach. My point with that is just, I like being transparent, especially in my vlogs, because I feel like if you're watching this, you deserve the truth.